To be honest, India was a country that I was pretty scared of for traveling. I mean, when you see this, it's pretty hard to stay relaxed. But I believe that things are never all white or all black like they can sometimes appear to us. And I also heard that India is an exceptional place to discover. And I mean, you'll never know until you've tried, right? The good thing is that I was not traveling alone. The initial idea was to travel 1 month in Nepal, but the direct flights were so expensive that we found a cheaper alternative to have a layover in New Delhi and spend 1 week discovering the Rajasthan region, by going to New Delhi, Jaipur and Agra. So this video tells the story of my accidental trip to India, which, spoiler, eventually turned out great. Enjoy! First thing first, we landed at the airport of New Delhi and found out about the bucket shower system of Indian hotels. The next morning, we left the hotel to discover what promised to be a huge and bustling city. So for our second stop, we took a night train between New Delhi and Jaipur, which was around 6 to 7 hours. It was my first time in a night train, and I have to say the Indian trains are great. For the highest classes, it's still very cheap and comfortable. They are really punctual, knowing that sometimes they drive for days crossing the whole country. Yeah, in general, I would highly recommend them. In India, the traffic is the craziest I have ever experienced. It's a complete chaos. There is no rule, everyone's honking all the time. It's really a full experience on its own. And I think that if you can drive in India, you can drive everywhere in the world. So we were ordering all the taxis through the Uber app because taxi scams are very common in India. They have many different strategies to scam you, like they take you very far away to a remote place so that you are forced to pay them more, so they drop you at the right location. They charge you more, obviously, because you're a tourist. They take longer routes, etc. So I really wouldn't advise you to take a random taxi in the streets. But with Uber, the price is already fixed, as well as the ride, and you have the verified profile of the person on the app, so it's all good. One thing that strikes me in India is how easy it is to get in touch with the local people there. You don't have to do anything, they just come at you and they're interested in you.
I saw the way you made her feel like she should be somebody else. I saw the way she tried to hold you when your heart was just...
A perfect example for this is Prahalab, an Indian originally from Jaipur. We met him in the morning at the Monkey Temple and again by coincidence at the Mahal. So he offered us to drive us back to the hotel, and on the way he showed us many beautiful things that we would have missed otherwise.
I know you think the stars align for you and not for her as well. I understand, I can admit that I have felt those things myself. I saw the way you left behind her.
After visiting the Amber Fort, we went for lunch and I took a dosa, which is an Indian salty crepe made out of lentils and rice flour. It's really good. Cows are everywhere in India because they are sacred animals in the Hindu religion. So people feed them and they take care of them, and if you happen to hurt one, you will face heavy consequences. And it's the same for monkeys. Before taking the train to Agra to see the Taj Mahal, we visited the Albert Hall Museum and we actually made some friends there. So the train ride from Jaipur to Agra was 5 hours and we were the only white people in the wagon, and it was quite funny because a lot of Indians actually stared at us for 5 hours straight. We went to Agra to see the Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world, although I think they could be much more than 7. And don't get me wrong, it was without a doubt one of the most stunning monuments I had ever seen in my life. But the thing I will never forget are all the slums that are around it. That's why India is called the land of contrast. It's a place where the greatest wealth rubs shoulder with the greatest misery, and it can sometimes be very difficult to integrate.
I'm 1,000 miles from happiness. 1,000 miles I feel the time and the space between is 1,000 miles of loneliness.
Although the city has a rather chaotic car and bus traffic system, the metro is one of the cleanest and most comfortable I have ever tried. Again, India is a land of contrast and surprises, and this one is a very good one. So I would highly recommend you to use it. It's clean, safe, cheap and convenient. We only discovered it when we came back to New Delhi, but next time we will directly use it instead of tuk-tuks. During this trip, I really fell in love with Indian food, and I switched from never eating spicy food to being addicted to spicy. Indian food is so flavorful and diverse. The only thing is that we did not find small restaurants. It was either street food that would directly take us to the toilets for the rest of the trip, or big hotel restaurants, which we did not like. So our safe place was Aldiram's. It's a family-friendly food chain that offers a lot of choices of Indian food. Last but not least, we ended our trip in India with a visit of the House of Gandhi. Then it was time for us to catch our flight to Nepal. To sum up, although it can be quite overwhelming, India is an amazing country that will transport you like nothing else. Traveling to India makes you face the best and the worst of this world. It gives you the beauty and the ugly. It questions all your beliefs and perspectives. That is exactly why I travel, for the journey that it embarks you on. Now the question comes to you: why exactly do you travel?
am standing with Laura and Peter. You can subscribe Laura's YouTube channel. She makes blog about
traveling.
traveling. So you can go and easily watch that blog.
Yes. And you can also subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
What's your channel?
You can also subscribe to my channel. My channel name is Shorts and Blogs.
You will
Nice.
put the link
And
now
this
on
is
the-
about
Yes,
traveling.
Yes, I'll put the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She will put the link and I will put the link of her channel.
Yes. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's very nice to talking with them. These two are great person. I've talked with them first, but it was my great experience to talk with them.